Okay guys, so I'm in Mexico still. This is day 2. Can't believe it's still only day 2. So many crazy things have happened and I really had a crazy day. I'll give you guys a little recap. So last night my scooter died. So we rented scooters and my scooter died. And I had to have this random Mexican guy. First off, we were way out of nowhere. Like I lost my friend and I was in the middle of nowhere, and it was dark and it was 10 p.m. and nobody would help me. Like around here where it's tourist areas and they see Americans, they think we have money. And so I asked this girl if I can charge my phone in a hotel lobby, and she didn't let me because it was private property. And it was crazy, but capitalism, I appreciate it. And so I reach out to this. By the way, Mexicans are super nice here. I go to this one Mexican guy and he's like, yeah, brother, hop on the bike. I have to pay him some pesos and whatnot. And so we leave the rented bike there, and my friend is freaking out because we don't know what both happened. We don't know what happened to each other, you know what I mean? And by the end of the night, I'm just like, man, the fuck? What a crazy night, because I'm in the middle of nowhere, bro, I'm low-key scared. But it just happened to pan out that way. We had a crazy ride with the scooter guys, and when we got these scooters, my headlights weren't working, so I was almost hitting cars. People are almost hitting you. We have no idea where we're at. The downtown place was an hour and a half from our hotel. And then today we got scammed a bunch. It was insane. First, by the scooter guys. One, they were raising their prices, and I ended up paying way too much for the scooter. I ended up accidentally crashing into somebody's car. You could argue that they crashed into me, whatever. And so I ended up breaking the basket, had to pay an extra pesos for that, and then he upsold us on charging for the keys because he locked it when we really didn't have to pay for that anyways. And we bought the gas. So yeah, I just lost a bunch of money in Mexico. I thought I'd save money while I was here. Guess not. It's all good. So I want to talk about a couple of things I realized in my agency, because I'm growing that to 50K a month. We up, baby. We're so back. This business model is incredibly lucrative if you do it right. And you can spend so much time perfecting the model, perfecting your email. But I think, although people don't like Grant Cardone, at some point you just have to think bigger. You just have to do more on a scale of 10 rather than 1. And you just have to run with it. So back then, when I was reaching out to people and when I was reaching out to business owners trying to get business and whatnot, I was doing it from 3 emails. I was not reaching out to as many people on Instagram and whatnot, and I was not hiring out people. I was not running ads. And now we do all those things. We send out above 10 domains, so thousands of emails a day. We're scaling up the Instagram, we're running ads, going heavy, even though necessarily don't have the funding right now. But that is a part of my other video, taking risk on yourself. Taking major risk, but is it really risk? Is it really risk for how talented we are? Is it really risk for how dedicated we are? How dedicated I am, because the agency is under me and it's going extremely well. One thing I had to realize though is the effort on results, not just getting as many clients as I could. And I'm really starting to realize the ecosystem. And I know I probably seem like a small agency owner just from this video, but my agency is doing well. We're going to make 50K in the next 5 months, hopefully 3, and it's just insane. But I want to talk about some of the things I'm realizing. I want to talk about retention. I want to talk about scaling. I want to talk about realizing different things and hopping into different business models, because I don't necessarily love the business model I'm doing right now. I don't necessarily love working with realtors, but I'm good at it, and I see scale in it, and I love the people in it, you know what I mean? And I started it because I saw a problem of entrepreneurs who were in this field who were just bad at what they were doing. They were bad at marketing. They didn't, like, there was a huge discrepancy from who was advertising to who wasn't, you know what I mean? And so I saw that as a money grab. I saw that as a way to build my my sphere of influence, essentially. And it kind of is taken off from there. So I also write emails for brands and whatnot. And remember when I talked about in the last video becoming a CMO and getting a higher position in a company to be their marketing guy, to be a big part of their company and get paid a lot of money? That is what I'm being able to do right now, and that is the next step kind of in my journey. I do not work a 9 to 5, I will never, but when big companies come up like this and they try to take you on as a player, it's kind of crazy, but it's what we expect, right? It's what we expect in Class of 1, it's what we are trying to do, and so that is the point of growing this business. Agencies for cash flow, businesses for cash flow, and then everything else is just an investment. We'll talk about investments and stuff later on in Class of 1 and whatnot. But I was listening to this podcast, and it was Alex Shimozi again, and he was talking to Ryan Pineda, and he was talking about how much A players are worth. You as an A player, you as a professional, talented person who knows their worth, you can price your services, you can price what you're worth at whatever you want, and people will pay it because they know you'll deliver. And that is kind of the point I'm trying to get to now. And it was a very mature step to prioritize more fulfillments than, delivering out prospecting and whatnot. And it's crazy to think about that. I mean, everyone thinks this way, but fulfillment is the main thing that you kind of specialize in. But us, business owners, they're always trying to get new clients and stuff. But I'm now focusing way more on fulfillment than prospecting, and I'm getting a lot more people to do the prospecting for me. And that in turn turns out that prospects for myself. And so I'm creating more content. I'm creating videos like this on YouTube. The videos like this on YouTube are going into a different program I'm gonna talk about, but specifically for my agency, doing the fulfillment and creating content and getting better. Because one of the main mistakes I made when I was starting, and even just a few months ago, not trying to get results and getting an amazing case study. Bro, that was a mistake. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. And some people really, their market sucks. They're not good on camera. They are just not good at marketing at all. They're not good at creating the videos for themselves. They're just not appealing people, and it's hard to get results for them, especially when you're in marketing. But you still have to produce. You still have to be that consultant, right? You still have to consult them. And so I moved into more of a model where I'm actually helping them create social media, like TikToks and whatnot, trying to help them grow their brand, trying to help them be that person, because I used to get mad and I used to get angry at people who weren't professionals at what I was trying to help them with, and that's why they were paying me. And you have to realize everything in the spectrum, every part of the spectrum, and realize what you can really offer, because the truth is, if you can offer more than what you were charging them for, so say like paid ads and whatnot, and say you're an agency doing marketing for them, but they're also really bad at creating organic content and whatnot, and they're also really bad at sales and prospecting and whatnot, and you actually happen to be good at those things because you're a business owner, help them with that too. Help them with everything. Wish I would have realized this earlier. So let's talk about biohacking real quick, just a little Class of 1 talk. I am literally forced here not to eat any snacks not to have any cravings, not to eat anything other than eggs and beef. It's nuts. And I can feel my metabolicals like in my body changing, bro. I can feel my voice getting deeper. I can feel my testosterone going up. I can feel my muscles healing faster. I can feel my muscles getting bigger. Like, it's insane. I can feel my face complexion just getting skinnier. I've been using olive oil on my face too. And it's insane when you do what the body was meant to do. How natural you feel. How out of touch with all the NPCs you feel. You know what I mean? But it's insane because even though I don't get a lot of insulin spikes, even though I don't eat a lot of sugar out in the US, even though I don't eat fast food, I still regulate it. There's still times where it's worse than here and I get those cravings, and those are either probably from the enemy trying to distract me, or God trying to test me, or just that I'm used to that. And I think everyone is a bit used to that. Used to having whatever they want, even though, you know, we have limited resources and whatnot. Used to just eating whatever is in front of them. Used to just, having a snack here and there, here and there. And that's just not how it is at all. That's not how it should be. And the truth is, it really only takes 2 weeks of just regulating yourself. You don't even have to fast. I thought I was gonna fast. Just eat beef. Beef and egg. Eat the most plain shit ever and drink water. 2 weeks of regulating yourself, and then you won't even want that bad food. And so the thing I should have done earlier is, because I had a big realization when the whole seed oils pandemic was coming out, right? When people were talking about that, everything started to click for me. Because I had this huge stigma about drinking soda when I was younger. And I haven't drinking soda since I was about 10. Like, I never would. There's so much added sugar, bro. The stigma just with it, that I really believe that most people are obese because they either drink alcohol or they drink soda. It's mostly from soda. It's like the whole can is filled with sugar and acids, bro, and fucking syrup. Just shit that is poison for your body. It's just disgusting. For a little buzz, what? For a little insulin spike? Bro, those companies are evil. That Fanta shit? Dude, that's like 3/4 of the bottle is sugar. Oh my gosh, bro, grosses me out, dude. Doesn't even feel like, it doesn't even taste good. Anyways, especially when you see like obese people, like, I'm gonna be honest, when you see obese people like drinking that, like a large I'm getting off topic. Yeah, I just feel natural. I feel like I'm in my natural state. I don't feel like an animal, you know? I feel like I can go and talk to people. I feel like I'm confident. I feel like I have better stakes than people right now. Like, I can compete more than people. Bro, there are things that you can always be stressed about. There are things that I can literally be stressed about right now, but I'm not, because I'm living naturally. I'm supplementing myself naturally. I have sun, I have water, I'm eating natural eggs, I'm eating natural beef. It's funny because I was gonna, you see so many females around here. You see them all different like sizes and shapes and shit. You see blonde hair, and you see fake boobs and fake everything. Like, you see fake lips and lip injections and whatnot, plastic. And I posted on my public story on Snapchat, and I was like, I live naturally. I eat natural food, I eat natural beef, I eat natural eggs, I eat natural fruit. Who am I to say I don't want natural titties? It's just dumb. It's dumb. Anyways, that is the whole spiel on eating naturally. It's just a lifestyle game at this point. I still have to make $5,000 by Friday, which is, it's a stretch. But I told my friend that, I told my guy that I love this life or death shit. I absolutely love it. This life or death stuff where you give yourself a deadline, you have to do it. Because basically we went to this villa and we saw all these rich guys partying with these females, and and just having the time of their life, wearing the Rolexes. I don't really care about the females, bro. Wearing the Rolexes, wearing nice, cotton shirts and whatnot, and the sunglasses, and you could just tell that they had money and they had stuff figured out and they had a company and they had brotherhood, and I couldn't just not be happy for them and envious at the same time. That stuff gets me motivated when people have what I don't. And that's the good thing about this world. That's the good thing about human desire, is you can manufacture your desire to want things, to need things. I didn't want those girls, bro. I wanted what they had, the nobility. The fact that they were the only people, and they were so sucked in the moment, me talking about business, talking about whatever. And so I had the idea, and so my friend looked at me basically, and he's like, dude, we have to get that. How much is it? Figured out it's about that, 3 to 5 grand with the bottle service. I don't drink or nothing, but with you had the hookah on it, it adds up, right? So we came across the number 5 grand. Crazy. 5 grand by Friday. Soon that number is going to be so small to all of you guys, because you guys are going to be so successful. That number will be very small to me at some point. Very, very soon. Within the next week, obviously, when I earn it, right? So I want to talk about the intentionality behind the Class of One program. Now that I'm collecting emails and sending emails, by the way, if you sign up for my newsletter, you will get so much value to your inbox every single day, week, month. And I'm not even asking for any of you guys' money. Class of One is free. We have a podcast going out. And I created this whole system for young men and really just young entrepreneurs, because I know what the struggle is like. And a lot of people talk about the struggle, but I know what it's like in real time, just being 19, having family that doesn't have the same vision as you, that is extremely fucking negative, and being against passively, like not knowing they're against, thinking they're supporting you when they're really not, and feeling like the cards are stacked against you, but feeling such a love for the universe and God and the life around you that you want to succeed. You have such a hunger to succeed, and you don't want to do anybody wrong. You just want to have the cards set out for you. You want to go and earn what you want. You want to have everything. You want to do it while you're young. You want to do it while you're passionate. You want to do it in your best years, Everything can be that way for you. That's what I created Class of One for. I also wanted to create Class of One for people not only to network with the other amazing groups that are out there already, Capital Club, Tate's program, the War Room, a bunch of other ones, right? I mean, yeah. I wanted to create a network to network with people as well. When you're able to network with people and bring people together, you can make something huge. But as much as I'm a young man who has experience in all of these things, because we are going to focus on fitness, we're going to focus on the brain 75% of the time. We're going to focus on ideas, nuance, renaissance. I want to touch on the Renaissance period real quick. I, as a man, have so many different creative ventures and interests, and I believe most of you guys do too. Most men, I believe, are like this. At least a lot of them. But a lot of men choose because they feel like they're forced to, and they feel like they just want to provide value, that they have to choose one path, go at it, and that's good for business. But I truly believe becoming good and competent at many different things, being the best at many different things, piano, guitar, sports like snowboarding, bro, everything. Becoming smart, like being good at playing chess, learning fucking Chinese, like just being a well-versed human, seeing how far your brain can expand, reading as many books as you can, becoming the fastest typer, becoming the fastest reader. I mean, I'm a true believer, and I don't know if there's a term for this, that the human mind is so capable and so extraordinary that I want to see how much my brain can learn. I want to see how much my brain can hold. I want to see how good I can get. Many men just focus on the fitness aspect. I want to focus on the fucking development, the success stories. And it's such a trend to be in shape right now. It's such a trend to be disciplined right now, especially amongst young men. But they fall through so many times because then it really doesn't mean anything to them. And I'm very, very disciplined. I listen to my word. I say I'm going to do something because I'm so scared to be unsuccessful. And so, Class of One is not only for guys that are struggling with discipline. It's mostly for people who are very, very scared, even more than dying, of being unsuccessful. Because that fear is real and is natural. It's natural human desire. Natural human cause and effect, as you would say. And so that is really what that is like. I'm going to end this here though. I appreciate you guys jumping on here. I'm posting more on the Instagram, the Snapchat. I'm going to edit some videos, gotta set up those emails for you guys. And yeah, keep following along. It's day two in Tulum, baby. We got the third one coming next tomorrow. I'm going to be uploading the vlogs and stuff. Keep up for the shorts and watch me on Instagram. And I will be connecting with as much as you as I can, as possible. And I freaking love you guys. Even though this channel has like 100 subscribers right now. But hey,